Hi, I'm Barry John, and welcome back to Let's Play Vertigo. It's level 18, and I have co-commentators.
Oh, I get to go first. I'm Lazy Fire High.
And I'm Leylight, and I am figuratively feeling the burn.
Well, we're on the end, the final lap of the game here, and it's lava again.
Magma Tower, baby.
Yep.
Sure, let's introduce some environmental hazards. Keep things spicy.
How many fire slash spicy slash burn jokes do you have just stored up for this?
I went through all of those back in Descent 1.
So we can just rehash those.
I have some more, but they're all stuffed up in my attic, so, I can't really get them right now. Just got a filing cabinet up there.
Yeah.
Sick burns, the filing cabinet.
Oh, hey, it's one of those homing missile guys in the corner.
Yeah.
Good thing you sniped him with the guided missile before he could even see you.
Well, I've had bad experiences, running into this room to try and deal with people, and it just didn't work out in the long run. So, honestly, the best way was just to hang back in that corner there and gauss and missile your way through everything.
Yeah, I guess that's the theory, is, for most of the game, you want to run a little bit even on missiles, or try and earn a missile profit, but you're in the last 3 levels of the game, so I guess you should be, running a bit of a deficit now. Use them up.
Well, the only missiles you should be saving up are the Earthshakers.
And maybe the Megas.
Oh, there's a little bit
Oh,
of...
hey, there's one of those spikes actually being a threat for once.
Yep.
That was a bit of a room. Like the opening room was not kind as it was. Like you only got out of that. Whoa, fuck! You only got out of that because of the careful play. But man, this is ugly.
We'll just increase the enemy density slightly. It's okay. Why have a hallway when you could have a hallway with 3 enemies in it?
Yeah, well, if a couple of them were invisible, we'd be right back to Descent 1 levels.
Only if it was an invisible Vulcan cannon guy.
Yeah, they don't seem to be hauling them out of storage yet. Maybe that'll be next level.
No, I can state with full confidence that we will not be seeing invisible drillers for the rest of this game.
For the rest of this game. Got it.
That's because there's no Gauss or Vulcan cannon in Descent 3. So yes, at the time of this recording, I have done the level recording for Descent 3 all the way up to level 7. So I've got a nice backlog going through.
For the inevitable part where you break your mouse and keyboard through frustration alone?
Yes. Well, this is me just figuring out which pathway I need to take, because it's not like these rooms were designed for ease of navigation.
Yeah, it seems like whereas the previous couple of levels were content to show you where the blue key was and make you go through a specific gauntlet to get to them, this one just cuts you loose and gives you a million ways to go. Explore. You'll find the key eventually.
Mm-hmm. And 1,000 cubbies for enemies to hide out in.
Yeah. But honestly, this last stretch of levels from about 15 onward, they were actually pretty easy, all things considered. Now, I'm not saying, it was a perfect playthrough, but, there's definitely a middle game hump in terms of difficulty. And once I got to this point, it was pretty much clear sailing.
Yeah, usually the way that Descent 2 kind of codified that was with the increase in the amount of smart missiles that were dropped by the endgame enemies. So once you could start rapid firing those more often without being afraid of running out, then that kind of helped ease you in and compensate for the higher enemy difficulty. But I don't really see that happening here. Here you've got your maximum level, Vertigo-specific enemy tiers. But you're still using the same weapons that you were beforehand because you already had a ton of smart missiles. You already had the Omega Cannon. You are already kitted out.
Yeah. I mean, introducing, like, Vertigo introduced a lot of new enemy types and remixed them a bit, but it didn't actually introduce any new guns. So in a way, it's like, new problems, same solutions. Like Thiefbot problems.
Yeah, and all these new enemies just waiting for you to overextend yourself and go in a little bit too deep.
And that does really seem to be the big challenge here. It's just every time you see an enemy, it's just waiting for an ambush to happen.
I mean, thankfully, most of the enemies don't really have too advanced of tricks. I mean, of course, we've got all the fast projectiles, the missiles, the homing projectiles, blinding, but none of them are particularly clever, at least. Like, the worst that they'll do is be really dodgy sometimes. Or we saw those machine gunning enemies at, like, what was it, level 7 or something, that had tremendously high rates of fire, higher than any other enemy.
Yeah. They still sometimes show up on occasion, but they'll fire off like one huge chain of a burst chain and then go back and, what's the word I'm looking at? Like they'll wait a long time before they fire again.
Ah, so they'll reload.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's also one of those things where they'll disappear for a while, you'll forget about them, and they'll come back to bite you for it.
Actually, these tight spaces mixed in with these smart mines is actually kind of a nasty combo, especially with the lava on the floor.
Yeah, not going to argue with that. But then at that point, it's more of an environmental hazard rather than a combat hazard. Because mines are, I consider to be more environmental than anything else.
Yeah, thankfully the mine layers themselves don't seem to be particularly aggressive. Of course there's a secret back there. Naturally.
Of course.
And...
Oh, it's just the quad lasers. He can have them.
yeah, that sounds right. I like the fact that, there is the guided missile there, so if you know what you're doing and you don't have a guided missile, you can pick one up and throw it through the grating and make a sharp up to try and grab that, to hit the switch.
Yeah, that's actually, like, subtly a good design point, is, like, you're not going to walk away disappointed from there because you don't have the guided missile. You will always be able to do that, even if you're out.
Mm-hmm. Ah! Ouch.
Okay.
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah.
Opportunistic much.
Well, it's very dark in these gaps, and so there's plenty of spaces for enemies to hide in and then pop out at point-blank range.
Yeah, but they all seem to pop out at once. I'm pretty sure it was an accident, but still.
Or was the best laid ambush in the level?
Probably. Let's go with the best laid ambush, because let's give the enemy credit.
Every now and again, you like to be kind to the enemy.
Yeah. Get out of my grill, get out of my grill.
Yeah, good thing you've got that ammo rack, huh?
Yeah. And
yeah, I imagine this level would probably be pretty rough with a fresh start.
oh yeah. But I know the Thiefbot is in here.
So you're going to use the Phoenix cannon on him.
Actually, I just don't know if he's hitting one of these alcoves or... okay, that's weird. The guy's firing his... he's firing his flares like he's trying to activate a door. But he wasn't...
Does that door not open from that side, maybe?
No, it does, but I think basically because the flare isn't launched from the center of his hitbox character model, it was hitting the ground. He was trying to aim at the door, but he was actually hitting the ground,
The wall?
just in front of the door there.
Yeah, so he just kept missing over and over again, and he wasn't smart enough to change his position, I guess. So he got stuck. Yeah, this is a good use of smart missiles, except that he escaped. Nice.
That was some interesting AI behavior then.
I will take my quad lasers back.
Looks like you've got some flash missiles burning a hole in your pocket.
And soon they shall be burning the optical receptors of the enemy robots.
Good.
Just spam flash missiles into a room for 4 minutes straight.
You'll get like 10 of them the next minute anyway.
Probably.
Especially with all these flash missile enemies dropping them.
Alright, where was I? I need to figure... Okay, I've got the blue key. I got the yellow key, yeah, so it's going for the yellow door.
Man, you were at like 15 health a while back. What happened?
Smart mines. I took a face full of smart mines and couldn't dodge in time.
Yeah, but now you're at 136. The game's being really nice with
Yeah.
these shield drops.
That and...
There was a point where you were at 7 health and it just went right
Well, that's
up.
because I was also, because I'm running the Gauss cannon, I don't spend energy, so I can simply spam the energy transfer.
Well, that's true too.
Now, I like, you open up this door, you hit that switch, and it opens up this grate, and the red key is actually back here, not behind the yellow door directly.
So there's a big giant area in the yellow door for you to explore and eventually just get lost in.
Nope, it's
and then you check out the rest.
Nope, it's actually just a tiny room with a couple of exploding guys in it.
Oh, I thought there was something around the corner, but there wasn't.
Oh, there is something around the corner. It's just that I'm dealing with stuff up here first before I head back the other way.
Ah, there. You can both be blind.
Yeah, that's an interesting little trap there. So if you try and rush the homing missile guy to, take advantage of his slow turn radius, or otherwise shotgun him, then you alert the Max, and the Max hits you from behind.
And then that guy's there to ruin your day.
I'm gonna say you're gonna be playing a white screen pretty soon.
But even then, it's...
And
What you're saying?
And also, if you try and hang out by the bottom of that corridor, then the door will close behind you, and the homing guy has a perfect view of the bottom of his shaft, too. So you can't really hide either.
Nope. It's a balancing of aggression and, defense. Being able to tuck yourself into corners or edges.
Yeah, there's a lot of level design points that are easy to gloss over, but you can tell that they were trying to put stuff together purposefully. Like, you don't get to higher difficulty, endgame difficulty even, like this, just by haphazardly combining hallways and chambers and whatnot. Nice. Another Earthshaker.
Yep, I'm gonna need them.
I mean, one of the nice things about, like, all the Descent games, really, is that it does encourage you to actually use a very strategy, tactics, and weaponry.
Wow.
You can't really afford to hold on to anything.
Those are some seriously
and just,
fast
like, save it for
projectiles. That guy was, pretty far away, and yet even then those really caught up to you.
Well, that's the enemy version of the Omega Cannon. So, it is supposed to be...
I mean, that's the fairest thing they could do. Obviously, having it just auto-track would be unfair, but they can still make it pretty fast.
Alright, just gotta remember how to get to the red door. Because, yeah, you can see that room with the switch behind the yellow door is actually pretty tiny.
Yeah, I see that now on the map. And And that's the other benefit of having all this interconnected space full of all these loops and forks and whatnot, is that if you are backtracking, then you'll probably still manage to take a different route than you did the first time on the way forward. So you've at least got choices.
Mm-hmm.
Or if there's like a spawner or something, then you can feel clever about taking the good way to your destination. I don't know what was over there, but it's probably for the best that it's smart missiled like that. Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just take this nice and slow.
And watch your points go up as, Now, you've mentioned the Phoenix Cannon. So, the Phoenix Cannon sitting up there by the red door, that's actually one of those we're providing you with the resource you need deals. And not because you need it for the reactor boss. But...
Are they going to make you do a trick shot?
Yes. Okay, so there's an enemy hiding out behind the grate here, and behind that grate are the hostages. But as you can tell, I can't exactly open the door. So what I have to do, in order to make this work, is fire a Phoenix Cannon shot through the grating, have it bounce off the back wall, and hit this door from the inside so that it opens up.
Oh, so I guess the guided missile wouldn't have enough of a turn radius to do that, would it?
No, trust me, I tried that.
Neat.
There we go. Oh, get in there, get in there. No!
Oh.
Well, you did it once. I'm sure you can do it again, right?
This won't take another 2 minutes at all.
Besides, you don't even
there's
have
no
that
one shooting
guy
you.
firing. Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
That's a nice prize. So even if you're not collecting your hostages, which you probably are, but if you're not, then you can still get the cloaking and the invulnerability and put them to good use.
Mm-hmm. And of course the exit to the level is just below where I was, the hostage room there, so that's a nice thing.
Yep. Just our mercenary pilot and his 6 hostages just riding on the invisible plane, just sitting in midair.
Yep.
Wonder Woman reboot is weird.
Oh, that's a neat reactor station there.
Yep. But honestly, I'm not here to fight it, so I'm just going to get out of here. Thank you guys. I'll see you in level 19 after not dying to that.